Why don't you just wait?
You don't need to go Facebook Live. Because what she said. Okay. So let me turn this down real quick. Perfect. Okay, so Mandy has her circle of influence list, so the 50-person list. Jason, I didn't have you in the group message because at first we had talked about you weren't going to be able to make it on Wednesday, but now that you are, so this is the 50-person list. So it's basically like your brainstorm sheet. I'll show these guys. So this is your circle of influence list. So we talked about last time creating a list of 50 people that you can work from, and we'll go over kind of why we do that. So most of the time, like whenever you're starting your business or you're growing your business now, most of the people that you're going to have the best relationships with are the ones that you already know, right? And then those people are easier to talk to because you know them, you're not like scared about creating a conversation with a stranger, all that good stuff. So Mandy, why don't you kind of share like how did you create your list or what did you use to get 50 people?
I went through the contacts on my phone.
Okay.
And I started with A and just kind of listed people that I hadn't talked to in a long time.
So you had 50 people on your phone list that you hadn't talked to? That makes it easy. Cool. And most people have a lot of people on their phone list that they've,
or I may have talked to them like a year ago.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to try.
Perfect. Okay. And I know for me, like we have a 30-day, or I created a 30-day challenge, like a transformation challenge. And honestly, for me, the best way that I get the most, call it fireworks throughout the day, like the most conversations, the most chaos you can create is basically from your phone, from the contacts that you already have. So working your circle of influence every day is one of the best things you can do. So what I did was, the reason why I want the people, I'll kind of give you guys like my hindsight on why I did the challenge. So most people, like they've gotten over the holiday, like eating bad or whatever it is. And now they know that springtime is coming, right? Spring break, bathing suit, family vacation, whatever it is. So they're already in the mind frame of, oh, I really need to do something to kick myself in gear to get a result. That's from like a client standpoint. But then also as a coach, so I know Jason's in it, Tanya's in it, the 30-day challenge. So as a distributor or a coach, the better result that you can get in 30 days, the more business that you're going to have. And it kind of holds you to a standard, because if you're in the challenge, you're like, okay, I have to have at least some type of result in my photo in 30 days, or else my business isn't going to go anywhere. And that's just how you need to look at it. So today, I think so far there's about 50 people in the challenge. So my goal today was, let's get 100 by Monday. So how I'm doing that is I had talked to Mandy. Mandy's really good with BizWorks too. But pulling up your BizWorks and going through like maybe all of your members or people that you have on your phone that you talked to maybe a year ago that you haven't spoke with in a while, and reach out to them and say, hey, we're starting a 30-day challenge. Would you like to join? Just creating conversation. Of course, ask them how they are first before you say, hey, join my challenge. Create conversation first, and then ask, what were you saying, Brock? Yeah, people that show up as zeros. So if you start running BizWorks, which Tanya, BizWorks is a tool you use to look at your downline. So for us, you know, if we have 50 supervisors and 10 of them are at zero, can I reach out to those supervisors and say, hey, you know, let's get going again, let's get a result, all that good stuff. And I do it through blitzing. So for me, and I know a lot of people who are part-time, blitzing is so efficient if you only have like an hour a day to work your Herbalife business. So blitzing is pretty much like you sit down, okay, from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock, I'm going through my phone and I'm using my circle of 50 to blitz everyone on that list and what are you inviting them to. So I'm going to use Mandy's as an example. Okay, so on your list, I know you said that they are people that you haven't spoken to in a while. So everyone's going to be a little bit different depending on what their goals are, on how you talk to them and what you invite them to. So if Mandy has people on there that, you know, are her age, and then a lot of her clients are older, so she probably wouldn't invite them to, hey, come join the high intensity fit camp. You know, like she probably wouldn't blitz to have Laverne come to a high intensity fit camp, right?
That would be pretty sweet to see.
Yeah, it would be great if everyone could fit camp, but most people, they're gonna come or they're gonna join to what they right. So Mandy, why don't you give us some examples of who it is and what would you invite them to?
Okay. Let's see here. So for Reba, I would just say it's great nutrition, it's easy, it's person, they're like a single person,
Right.
not married anymore, whatever. Then it's just good nutrition and it's great for one person.
Right? What else?
What else would I invite them to? Or
Yep.
a lot of the people, it's just going to be mainly the good nutrition and that it's easy.
Okay. So
Because a lot
here's
of my people don't do the fit.
right. So here's a couple of little notes. So whenever you're working through your 50 person, okay, the best thing, like the biggest thing that people are going to grow and be excited with is when they come to an event or they're involved in like some sort of challenge, because it gives them incentive to like use the products, right? So if they're just like, oh, here I am again, like drinking my shake all by myself, you know, like some people don't get motivated by that because they're not internally motivated. They're more externally motivated by whoever's doing it with them. So what I would recommend is, for example, like what I did today, if I'm blitzing for the 30-day challenge, okay, I know I'm blitzing for the 30-day challenge. What day does it start? When does registration close? And why do they need to join? So make sure whenever you're blitzing people, give them an event. Say like, hey, Jason, hope you've been doing great. I've got a 30-day challenge coming up, and I thought you would really like to join. It starts Monday, February 20th. Registration closes on Sunday. I think it would be great for you for accountability and to get remotivated if they fell off. So just knowing like what they are going to be geared towards, and then giving them all the info in a brief message. And then you can use that brief message over and over and over, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And if you do that for an hour, you can blitz 50 people probably. So that's like what I was working on earlier today.
So what would you invite them to if they don't want to do it?
So I would, like that's one thing why I did the 30-day challenge, is because a lot of people that aren't local and who aren't in fit camp, they still need something to plug into. So even if you created your own, or you could just join ours so that you could see what's going on and then use that as a platform to create your own. That way.
Yeah, well, I have a group that I have, and what I do is I just added like 50 or 60 people from my friends list. So once I did that, I'll just post like product spotlights and stuff, not necessarily just people who are in my downline, just people who have showed me interest in the past or someone I've talked to. So anytime like I blitz somebody, I'll add into that group just so they can kind of get an understanding of what Herbalife is. And every like a few days a week, I'll do product spotlights or just post updates on their workouts or whatever. So just to keep people interested.
Perfect.
And see, the blitzing really works. I'm a victim of Heather because she blitzed me one time when I was in Iraq.
Yeah.
She got me, and then once I did that, I got in touch with 7 people. and was able to hit supervisor from the compound in the Middle East. So I mean, it's all doable. And that works.
And
So like you create like a Facebook.
It's a private secret group, just like the same ones that we're all a part of. And, you know, because I just want to keep the people who are in my circle, I guess you could say, the working circle, somehow keep them plugged in. So that's how I got Jackie. Jackie's she's a preferred member. She got interested in it, so I added her to the group. I just kept doing spotlights, and then she eventually now is a preferred member. So just a good way to plug people in.
And Jason brings out a good point. Like you can blitz for basically anything. Like if I run a report on who's 200 volume points away from hitting supervisor, or whatever, how many points. Like I saw Jason was close, so I'm like, okay, how can I help Jason hit his goal? Hey Jason, how are you? I really want to help you, support you, all that good stuff. So you can blitz for anything. It's just called a blitz because for like that 1 hour, it's like game time. Like you're in the zone, you're blitzing people. So Mandy, for you, even if you wanted to like join the 30-day and you could see like what I post and like the workouts and all that stuff, and then use that to create your own based around like your people, right? Because all of those guys on your list, you probably have a couple that are going to become new clients or even new preferred members if we can get them into a platform where they feel like excited about it rather than just, let me drink this shake by myself, So then blitzing. So we got blitzing, working your circle of influence, and then following up. So for follow-up, we talk about it almost every time, but it's super important. So follow-up, not necessarily for like, hey, how are you doing on your products, but following up to get them to the next stage. So if someone is, they go on their 3-day, we follow up with them to get them to the next stage, which is what? After a 3-day. So lean and fit. So they can either do their lean and fit or become a preferred member, right? If that's what they want to do. So they have 2 options after their 3-day. Lean and fit or preferred member, or becoming a distributor. From there, you're going to know what events to invite them to. So on their 3-day, it's basically just you and them, right? But whenever they get on their lean and fit, what events can we funnel them into that's going to get them better results? So that way they stay on their products regularly, right? There's your reorder. So you have that reorder volume. And you also have someone that's plugged into Fit Camp, an online weight loss challenge, an in-house weight loss challenge. That way they're getting their visible result. That's the main thing that I focused on whenever we did this from home too, was every person that I got on a lean and fit program, like they had to send me their pictures. Because that's basically all we had, because we didn't have the nutrition club or anything. We just had our basically like our portfolio, so to speak, of client results, and that's what we showed people. Now they can come into a 4-wall space, they can go see the product results, but they can also try a shake and tea, they can talk to people, all that good stuff.
What do you do when people just don't want to pictures? I don't want to those. Because you don't want to do the scale because we know that story.
I mean, you can also opt out instead of pictures, they can measure.
Yeah. They come in and weigh and measure it with you regularly.
Like once a month. Because I have people that are on 3 days that are preferred members now, so obviously I need to do something.
I would do.
I've been wondering what it is.
I would do every 2 weeks. Yeah.
Bi-weekly.
Yeah. And with the and the best thing is bring your people to the nutrition club so you can get them on that Tanita and show them this is how old you are, this is your body fat. Basically, like, okay, you really need to be on this program and take it seriously because you're 90 years old metabolically, but you're 35 real age, you know? But if they're long distance, still just have them step on a scale, and I would have, some people can take their own measurements or have them have a friend take their measurements, but it needs to be the same friend or their husband, whoever. Okay, so if we have someone who is on a lean and fit or a preferred member, what events do we have or funnels to get them better product results and keep them on their program? Okay, fit camp.
Shake parties,
Perfect.
HOMs.
Yep. Weight loss challenges / online challenges.
You know, even though that, I mean, they can even attend STS. I mean, there's like portions of the STS having a picture.
Until
Yeah, that's all they
it'll,
can do.
yeah. And then so we have distributor. So your distributors, they're gonna do what you do. So if I sign up Mandy, I'm like, all right, Mandy, have a good day, good luck. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna say, hey, Mandy, there's fit camp on. If I'm a coach that does fit camp, I'm not gonna tell my new distributor go to fit camp and I'm not there. That doesn't make any sense. But if I have a new distributor and I'm using fit camps as a tool to build my business, I'm going to say, hey, Mandy, we've got fit camp Thursday at 6:30. Why don't you come check it out, see how it's ran, and that way we can start inviting people to the fit camp, and I can teach you how to talk about it, okay? You guys, Herbalife is super simple. It's all about the invitation to the presentation. So as long as you're good at inviting people to events and they show up, it's awesome. Because a lot of the times the problems is like you're doing the right things, but you're not saying the right things easily. And they're like, oh, this is hard. You know, like I'm not motivated or whatever it is. But if you can just figure out, and we have scripts for it on To Get Started, read through the scripts and how do you invite people. Like everything that we have, there's a script for. So there's a shake party video that's like 40 minutes long on To Get Started that you can look at. The online challenge, there's scripts for those. There's scripts for basically everything. So if you need help, say, hey, I don't know how to invite someone to fit camp, what do I say? We probably know what to say, and then we'll tell you, and you can just copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And the more you talk about it, the better it is. So your distributors need to be at the events with people, of course. So once these guys get better results, the whole goal, oh, that totally went backward. So after they're on their program, we plug them into a filter so that way they get a result. This is like the better results that you get your clients visibly, and that way you can post their photos as long as it's okay, right? You're posting their results, so you're basically showcasing your business online every time you get a person's result. So if I'm continually posting, like, check out Jason on his 2-week before and after. Check out Tanya, this is her 2-week before and after. Check out Brock, he's got an 8-pack rather than a 6-pack in 4 weeks or whatever it is, with the disclaimers, of course, on your photos. Then people are going to see that all you do is get people results, and they need to get with you so that they can get results too. Okay? So if you're doing the business and you're getting people on the products, but you're not showcasing the results or how excited you are for them, then it's not really going to seem like it's that big of a deal, and you want to make sure you're celebrating everything. So if Claudia loses 0.5 pounds, find some way to shout her out somehow. If you go through a lot of people's Instagrams or Facebooks that do Herbalife, the successful people, all they do is post they're using the products, they're getting results, and then they're showing their customers and their clients results. So that's really all that we do. So if you think about it, we get clients, okay? We get distributors. And then we teach our distributors to get clients, and we teach our distributors to get distributors. So it's those 4 basic things every day. And the more that you do it, of course, the faster that your business is going to grow. So Lean and Fit program, funnel them somewhere to get them a better result, and then you can use their result, okay, for a couple of things. If they have a great result, you can share it. That way you're going to get new clients, but also so that they see their result, and then you can offer them the opportunity. So if they see that they're getting abs, or they feel better, or they lost 5 pounds in 30 days, they're going to be able to use something that they can show people, like, hey, this is my result. Do you want to join our next 30-day challenge? Oh, yeah, sure. And then before you know it, your new client, Jason, after 2 weeks is now a distributor, and now he's getting clients. So it's very simple as long as you just follow a flow. That makes sense? Okay. Questions? You good? Brock, do you have anything to add? Cool. All right. So let's go through, like, Mandy. So your people, so all these people are from your phone. Let's set a timer. So everybody get your phones out. I'm going to turn this way. Brock, come join our table. It's a Blitz table. We should have played a song. It's the final count. That one, you know? All right. Tanya, I won't get you in here because you don't want to be in here. All right. So here's the goal. So Mandy's got her list already, which makes it really easy. Let me grab my phone. Okay. All right. Who's got a timer? A watch timer.
It's set on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make this, and this, you guys, if you're watching this, whenever you, I'm gonna post it on the pages. So Megan, Melanie, whoever, Deontay, Nicole, grab somebody and a group of people, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna have a little friendly Blitz competition. Okay, so we're gonna set a timer. Okay. So what time is it? About 7? Let's do, 15 minutes. That way people can get to what they need to get to. 15 minutes. Okay. We're gonna have a Blitz competition. Blitz comp. So here's what we're tracking. Number of messages sent. Number of replies. Now remember, if you go longer, you're going to get more replies. So most of the time, it would be great if we could sit down and do this for an hour. So we'll do that at some point, not tonight, but maybe during the week. Messages sent, number of replies, and what should be the third one? Let's just keep it there. Unless we can track. Yeah, so I would put like, what, goal attained or something? So did you get an appointment? Did you get a cash amount? Or a yes, or a trial, something. Okay? Cool. All right, Brock, who's got the timer?
Started now.
Okay, let's do this. Phone. Maybe can I use this paper? Sure.
and blitzing for the challenge. So are you just reposting what you sent to everybody earlier?
So I have a message that says, "Hey girl, hope you're doing well. Hope you had a happy Valentine's Day too. Smiley face. Did you want to join the upcoming 30-day total body transformation challenge with us?" And then couple days. See, this person said, "I would love to join. I have no motivation."
Awesome.
See? Yay, glad you have no motivation.
Awesome, that's incredible.
So right now, I'm just using my Facebook Messenger.
That's what I'm doing. Woohoo!
Another one?
Emojis. Phone charger. Look, I'm giving y'all a head start because I'm not at my phone. Brock, does this charge if you plug it into the laptop? Yes, so they get meal planning and total body workouts. 30 days.
When's it starting?
Monday. They have to have their a product order in by Monday. Like if they're not on, they have to do at least one shake a day. So they pay in $5, and then the minimum requirement is one shake a day for 30 days. So that's like a Formula One and a regular protein.
So if it starts on Monday, how are you going to get people to get their shakes? You're just going to provide them with the shake stuff, or they're going to.
They just have to put in an order by Monday. Sense of urgency, you know? It's gonna be okay. And don't prejudge. That's one thing too. Like, if you look at the person's name and you're like, oh God, they won't do it, just send it with no hesitation. Send, 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 send.
One of my best customers is one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So your next slide.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Ooh, sucks for you.
Sure.
Brock's getting me an iPhone.
Just gonna do it a 7.
I want some more years.
That's why you don't wait for your names.
Okay, I'm gonna use Mandy's advice now and go for my contacts.
Fair enough.
I probably is. Right.
Facebook doesn't have a copy and paste. So I'm like 13.
Dang.
Yes, you want to do that work?
Come on, Johnny. Catch up.
My phone's not.
Ooh, let me see what that would be.
Who?
Nobody.
I already told you.
What? Not that, Alicia.
Look,
I'm not looking at you.
We're focused. Come on.
I'm like,
well,
We only have
8
like
more minutes.
5. Okay. 8 minutes.
I don't even know, to be honest. Too soon.
Mm.
So close. I did this one time and someone gave me back with a comment that just weird.
Catching up. I got 10 messages out.
6.
I'm not sure.
Your phone's not working anyway.
12. I'm gonna catch you.
So,
We only have a minute? Oh.
Divorce.
What?
sorry.
That's a good plan.
You know, a divorce or shape.
Yeah. Someone just replied back, hey, I'm in Kansas. And I text your sister.
My sister? Oh, she's on purpose.
No, to get her in the challenge.
She can't text her brother.
Just imagine how much you would get done in an hour.
Yeah, especially in this situation.
I have an appointment booked at 2:30 tomorrow.
Write it down.
Awesome.
Whoop whoop.
For divorce.
No, this is a girl that I reached out to like 3 or 4 months ago. And I remember seeing somewhere that she was on the divorce diet.
You know, people that are watching this are be like, what?
It's a total joke.
It's a joke, guys.
But she's lost
Oh, there's the timer. Okay. How many messages did y'all get out? 8?
I did 5, and I got 1 appointment.
Like 3, because I found it more. Like him.
21.
Oh, I got 20.
I got 21 and one person who's going to let me know about one.
Okay, awesome. And then, so like what I do is whenever you're blitzing, so like I have people that have replied, but I just haven't checked the reply yet. So in the hour, or let's say in the 30 minutes that you give yourself, what I would do is just blitz as many people as you can in that 30 minutes, and then use the next 15 or so to reply back. Because it's how many can I get out, and then do the cleanup after that. Cool.
Nicole got somebody who confirmed.
All right, guys. So hopefully that helped you. And if you have any questions, just let us know. Our blitz was great. Oh, there's another response. Yes, that's perfect. Okay. Y'all have a good night, and let me end this so I can record it and post it for all of you awesome rock stars. See y'all later. So bye from all of us here.